Hi. Hi, Leo. Nice to be with you. This is Mary Ellen, and I'm coming to you for your March 2019 Soul Cycle reading. And we're going to use the beautiful Celtic Wisdom Tarot deck to look into your destiny. That's what my spirit guides are saying. So I stream messages, and my guides use the cards to illustrate the things that they would like to discuss with you. So if you need any information about me, of course, it's in the information box below. And pardon me. And my spirit guides are saying I'm really bad at this, but do me a favor, hit the like button if you enjoy this content. It does help the channel, of course. So let's jump in. Leo, we know there's this great awakening is happening in 2019, and we are all moving into our soul destiny. This is the spirit theme, the message that my guides want to talk with you about. That is about being a master at your craft. This is a man who has come through a rite of passage. He's done his schooling, he's done his learning, and he is able now to look into the mystery of what is happening, given your energy set point, Leo. Working with fire energy, you work with the mysteries that surround us as spirit beings here walking in a human form. So this is what the message is going to be about. Spirits chattering endlessly. There's a lot streaming through. So in case I forget to say, at the end of the reading, I'm going to come over to the chat room. If there's anybody there and you have any questions as the reading comes out, I'll load them up and we'll chat for a few minutes. And I always post a picture of the card spread under the community tab on my channel. All right, so you can go and see the whole spread, unified, spirit saying. All right, so there's a discussion coming forward about what is prophesied for 2019 as we all leap. And that's the word that's coming through, leaping forward. So we leap into ourselves, into our energy set point, and into the energies that swirl around us. And Spirit's talking, there's a vision coming through that looks like that. So the message is about working with the sacred realm, the void, they're saying, being able to look at elements. What you do is produce seeds. And then on the wind, you send them out in order for new things to be planted and new growth to evolve and to shift and change. So that is, I love that message for you. So I'm going to just connect with my guides and ask for the next part of this journey on the human realm for you. What are you going to experience? What are you going to be feeling in the month of March? While this goes on, Spirit's saying, it's time to pay attention to the signals that are coming in. Because of the way the fire sign energy has been ignited here now, we've got Uranus and Taurus here on the Earth. We still have the restructuring going on with Pluto and Capricorn. Jupiter and Sagittarius, and Aries, hosting Chiron for years to come. There's a magnificence to this moment that Spirit wants to talk with you about. That's the verbiage that's coming through. So Spirit, what is the next part of this message? Okay, cards are coming out. Let's see what those are. Yeah, okay, I love this. All right, so do you see? I'm going to pull them out one at a time, but there are 3 cards that Spirit wants me to pull out. So first we have this. That's the 3 of Pentacles. It actually literally just came out for Aries. And it is about standing in the temple. And you come into direct alignment with the spirit realm. Because you are building something. And in this depiction, you fall to your knees. And you offer gifts. And you become awakened. And it is the passion, the energetic set point that you carry. Do you see the hair turning blue? That is about transformation. So, you know, I had this little card out. I want to show it to you. I'm going to pick it out of the Rider Waite Deck. The 3 of Pentacles, because we see this. Here's the image right here. Look at this. You see that? Spirit's calling it this young lad. We see this young lad shining a light on the plan and having a discussion because these 2 people have come to him to discuss the way to go forward and to find out if there needs to be a change in the plan, because he's the one doing the building. He is creating. Hang on. They're asking me to pick up a card, and for some reason today I'm having trouble getting them off the desk. So when the spirit realm comes to you and says, okay, how's it going? What's going on? What is it that you need while you continue your process? And is there something that we need to know from you? Because you are a spirit walker performing work here in this realm, and you're building a temple. That's what they're talking about. So we see this young lad, spirit calls him the apprentice, the initiate, doing this work to build something very sacred, and consulting with what looks like a monk and maybe somebody of royal blood or something like that. And you know what? Do you see the hearts? Look at that. How beautiful is that? We're talking about love energy. And it's the kind of thing that my spirit guides have been speaking about through me since I've been here. So in these moments, when you come into direct contact with the spirit realm, understand that your process goes forward as it is meant to, because you are proceeding. My spirit guides are talking about proceeding into the next phase of your development to become imbued with the energy that you carry awakened, and therefore you step into the realm of the awakener. And that is the prophecy for this year, while we've got all these aspects going on in the cosmology. That's the next card that popped up. That is about your journey. Do you see destiny turning? The dialogue of knowledge. It is about balancing yourself in this new place. This is the bridge card, the bridge energy that connects your human walk with your soul story, your soul cycle. So this is about somebody actually who also was an apprentice. Spirit saying a young lad again. So it's about being in this place where you are now coming into greater knowledge, because you're going to be learning more about your energy set point. Okay. So this young man didn't feel prepared. He was in a sacred lineage. So they're talking to you about your lineage, the fire sign lineage, the energy of the sun coming forward. His father was the current wisdom holder, and he passed away. And this young man was out in the world, Spirit saying, having his follies, having his adventures, learning about life. And he had to travel home and take up the mantle, the chair of a wisdom holder for the tribe, for the clan. And he did not feel prepared. He was freaking out. And what he did was put on a fake beard and a disguise. He wanted to appear older and wiser. So this gentleman came to him to pay his condolences and to have a discussion about the wisdom that was held in an oral tradition. So there's something having to do with that in terms of your ability to come into the energy set point so that you can speak about it with yourself and with the elders. And they're talking about the spirit realm. Okay, sorry. So that's the discussion that's coming forward. And basically what happened to this young man was he took off the fake beard and he said, I can't do this. I am so not prepared for this. Why don't you come sit in the chair and you be my teacher for a while? And I'll learn from you, and eventually I'll grow into my position. I'll be happy to take up my duty. So this elder gentleman said, okay. And he went and took up the scepter, the wand, the fire energy. He sat in the chair, and the first thing he did was install this young man back to the chair, because he said, you are ready. You are here. You showed up. You didn't run away. And it's time. So I love that that's going forward. And, here's the next card. Hang on. Let me grab it. Are we surprised? Not at all, Spirit says. There should be no surprise about this. There are things that you know, Leo. That is the protector of lore. And the protector of lore comes, this is the first card on your soul cycle, to assist the dedicator of lore to stand in the full light of the sun and grow into their natural inheritance. Those are the words that are literally streaming through. So it is about standing on the sacred ground of the, wrong card, sorry. Spirit says both. Standing on the sacred ground of the ancients now, in these moments coming forward. Because what you're doing as growing into your natural set point. According to my spirit guides, that's what they're talking about. I love it. It's really, Spirit's talking about, the time has come. And so, oh, pardon me, that's my phone going off. So here's the next card. Queen of Knowledge, who sits suspended in the universe. Do you see the energy of the sun that she's working with? She is weaving together the strings of your destiny. That's her mission, my spirit guides are saying. And she's looking directly into the sun, directly into this card that has to do with your energy emerging. That what your soul is doing, your soul knows it's time. That's part of the message just streaming through. It's very active. When I did the earth sign readings, they were very hushed and very quiet. And now in this moment, there's the feeling of exuberance, the power of fire, energy, the illumination of the sun, Uranus, in Taurus, bringing that energy here upon the earth to walk with it in manifested form. I'm sorry about that. In order to bring forward your destiny that your soul has been working on, to bring you into these moments that you're experiencing. And you're going to feel it. It is intimately connected with your, I'm so sorry, let me turn it off. I don't know what that's all about. I apologize. I usually turn it off before the reading. I've got a family situation going on, so there's been a lot of phone calls today. So anyway, coming into this destiny, weaving the strings of your destiny as a fire sign energy set point, which is what my spirit guides talk about, have been talking about for 2 whole years. And it is time, because we are in these moments of awakening where we all awaken together. We come deeply into our set point. So in March, that's the story that's been emerging. It's time to come into the set point, to understand where you are, and that even if you don't feel prepared, you are getting the divine assistance directly connected with the universe in this way, in order to bring forward new growth, because you are a master. We're talking about, despite the fact that you do not feel prepared, just like this card, the bridge card, this beautiful dialogue of knowledge, turning destiny, you've come down your road far enough, and it's time. So don't doubt yourself. When you feel the stream of this energy, and Spirit's talking about love energy, when you feel the stream, trust it. Get some help if you need, because there's this notion here of being a master and yet stepping into the next place of your learning where you will need some assistance. So go and get it. Take a yoga class, take a meditation class, get some spiritual counseling if you need it, in whatever way you need to attenuate yourself to the new stream of energy that's coming forward. Because as things go forward, you are going to be able to become an awakener. Look at that. Ooh, it just gave me a chill. Okay. The elopement of skill. That's the 8 of Wands. Messages coming through. And this card first started coming through for the fire signs back in 2017, when we had this great eclipse and all the things that have come forward. So you are bonding your energy with yourself, with the male and female halves of yourself, your dual nature, bonded together now in order to move forward. And what this couple did, there's a long mythology about this card, but essentially there was something holding them apart. And they had to go through deep transformation. It was the feminine side of this couple that had to transform. And when she did that, and she had a mystical rebirth in a moment. And so that's part of thank you, Spirit. That's part of the message. Because we have the aspects that I already talked about in terms of the set point of the planets and the cycles of the moon and Chiron in Aries and all those things, there's a lot of chatter going on. They want me to keep saying it, right? So, yep, Uranus in Taurus, Chiron in Aries, Jupiter in Sagittarius. Okay, now there's a hush coming over the room, all right? Mystical shift and change, rapid message being received, causing transformation. And what this couple did was they were in a great hall. They ran to the chimney and stepped in to the fire, literally stepped into the fire. They immediately, okay, Spirit's talking about transmutation. They rose through the smoke hole and they turned into swans and they flew away in this very sacred new understanding and image of themselves. So it's about bonding to yourself in this sacred way for the rest of your life. So in this reading, we're not talking about couples. My soul cycle readings are about you and you in spirit. So if you want to see the love readings that come forward, check out the daily love forecast and the soulmate readings that I do. All right. So once these are out, I'm going to start working on that. You'll be able to find it on my channel. This is a profound shift and change, and literally talking about awakening your nature, your energy, being able now, nothing holding it back anymore. It's going to start to stream into you in a way that's conscious and into you in a way that is vibratory, because you are meant now to awaken, because you are becoming an awakener. And I love that. It's strikingly beautiful, my spirit guides are saying. And you have the help of the universe and your own soul with its intention weaving together the strings of your destiny, the strings of your vibration, your purpose, which is what my spirit guides always talk about. You are your purpose, your energy. That's why you came here. That's why you made the commitment to come here and have this crazy experience to begin with, to learn something. And so and Spirit's saying, and has been saying to everyone, it has everything to do with the commitment you made on a soul level to come and be here in this time, because you do have the energy set point that was going to be required for us as a collective to reach our destiny. And because you are the master craftsman, Spirit wants you just to simply understand. So I think March is going to be a time of growing into yourself in a way that's profound, and growing into the energy and being able to learn more about it with some guidance and some help, and have some discussion with the spirit realm and with your advisors, my spirit guides are saying. So Spirit, what's the last part of this message, please? For beautiful Leo, the lion-hearted, what is it that is going to help them understand? Please give us the outcome card. And then I'm going to pick from the bag of runes, okay? And we'll take a look into the energy that comes from that oracle, my spirit guides are saying. So, yeah, look. Woo! Leo! Oh my God. Okay. Without going into the long story, reincarnation, many reincarnations, having the stamina to go through your soul cycle over many lifetimes in order to emerge here in this place, to have another rebirth. That's what the story is about. It's about a sacred warrior who lived, pardon me, long past a normal lifetime. That is about a sacred goddess who sat in a crystal chair, even though it looks dark. And what she did was Spirit's saying, she threw out prophecies. She was a seer about a sacred lineage of kings. It's given me literally a chill. So that's the outcome for March. Spirit just wants you to understand that that is what is happening. So that if you feel an intense awakening, so you have an energy surge, it will not surprise me. Spirit says, call me. Come get a reading. Come to Moonrise Cottage. I don't know if you know, but I offer shamanic healings in this place. And so there is the ability for you to come and have an awakening, a healing experience, or through a reading, or any way that feels correct to you. Trust yourself, because you do know what you need. The initiate does have the blindfold on, but they know that they're jumping into a process that has to do with accepting the sacred energy and being in the mystery. And we see it reflected twice. The message from Spirit about where you stand and the fact that you are ready, because you have come through a rite of passage and you are taking the next step. So Spirit, what is the message from the runes that's going to help beautiful Leo move forward into their destiny in the month of March and bond themselves? Okay, sorry, they're chattering. Bond yourself with your soul cycle. That's what this is about. because you are being awakened. Really beautiful. Right, Spirit. Okay, they're asking me to hold this up. There's just sort of a constant stream about the reiteration of this message in order to bring, Spirit saying, exquisite clarity. All right, so Spirit, what is the exquisite clarity of the wisdom that comes out of this beautiful Norse tradition? Okay. Love it. This literally just came out. The last reading that I did. Aries, and now Leo. That is about the sacred self. It is about bonding yourself to yourself. It is about going through a period of shift and change that is about stand still. So part of what Spirit's saying is stand still in March, in the light of the sun, the energy that's coming through, and understand that your journey progresses now because you are coming in to your birthright, Spirit says, in this way. In the full light of the sun, your full nature being revealed. That's what they're talking about. And bonding yourself together internally so that on the outside, because you walk in this human form, your awakening comes. And when you become an awakener, then you begin to have experiences. And I think that's why Spirit's been asking me to start talking about those things. I did just a little video about, what do you do when your twin flame shows up and you have that moment of shock and awe. So let me just read, from the book for you about this rune that has to do with standstill. It's a very beautiful message, right in line with the cards that have come out. So this is about standstill or withdrawal, going deep inside. Maybe a moment of retreat while you prepare to take on the next lessons that are coming to you because you are a master now, having come through your rite of passage. All right. Still words about don't doubt yourself, but attend to this properly in the month of March. So the winter of spiritual life is upon you. You may feel powerless to do anything except to submit and surrender and even sacrifice some long-held goal. So that actually is the goddess of sacrifice who provides the amulet to the initiate. So in terms of earthly realms, positive accomplishment is not likely in this moment. Again, so as you go through March, that's what you're meant to be doing. Take up the chair. Get comfy. Get a cushion for your seat. Spirit says, get comfy there because there is a journey coming forward. All right. So there's notations here about a freeze on useful activity and your plans being on hold. You may be experiencing an unaccustomed drain on your energy and wonder why. So look into the effects of what happens physically. Make sure to take really good care of yourself because this energy is coming to awaken you. Spirit's talking about voltage and electricity and the stream and the circuit and the tapestry that they've been talking about. I think you're going to get a surge at some point in the month of March. So feed yourself really healthy food, get enough sleep, drink water, go for a walk if you can, all those things because your moment is coming. So don't try to hold on to the past. Allow yourself to stand still while this great Spirit's talking about the reformation, reformatting you on a cellular basis. That's why you're standing still. It's not a moment to move forward. It's a moment to stand in the energy. Just be frozen like ice. Okay, Spirit's talking about when we find people from other times and they're frozen in the ice and that reemerges, it's that kind of a story. There's something that has been frozen because of the way the energy on the earth has been. We had to go through all of our changes, all of us together, in order to be ready for this moment of awakening. All right, so that's what you've been through. It's time to let it go. Don't try to hold on to that, or you're going to have may have an experience of feeling a shallowness and being out of touch with life. So seek to discover what it is you're holding on to that perpetuates the old conditions and let it go. Shed and release and cleanse and let go of the old so that this will bring on the thaw. This often requires a sacrifice of the personal I, because the initiate, the dedicator of sacred lore, is not doing this for his own gain. Think deeply, be deeply energetically with the collective in the month of March. And Spirit keeps saying, and that is all you are meant to do. Understand. So when I'm done with this, make sure to go look at the picture and look into the images of the cards, Spirit's saying. All right, so know that this type of a journey, or this kind of retreat into the sacred, they're saying, is a retreat into strength. It is a voyage inward, and it is about centering and balancing. Timely retreat is among the skills of the spiritual warrior. Beautiful. So in these moments, you are coming forward, marrying yourself together with the personal I, the energy set point that you carry. That's what Spirit's talking about in terms of the personal I. There is no reason for anxiety. Submit and be still, because what you are experiencing is not necessarily the result of your actions. Obviously, this arises from conditions about which you can do nothing. What has been full must be empty, and what has increased must decrease. This is the way of heaven and earth. And to surrender to this moment is to display courage and great wisdom. There is another phase to stand still. Just as winter is a time for going within, drawing this rune can announce a time of restoration and renewal at the deepest stratum of your being. So in your solitude, exercise caution. Do not stubbornly persist in attempting to work your will. When it comes to the subject matter at hand, that's what the guides are saying as I'm reading this. Understand the message, okay? Remain mindful that the seed of the new is present in the shell of the old. All right, I want to show you something. Sometimes I wish I had three hands. When it comes to that which I just read, they're saying they want you to see the image. The seed of the new is present in the shell of the old. It is the seed of unrealized potential. It's the seed of the good. So trust your own process and wait for signs of spring. And they're talking about the energy that's going to come through. And in a sense, the seed of the old, you've already reached this rite of passage. You are a master. And so, of course, you're going to have new growth. Things are going to shift and change. So, I'm very grateful for your presence here. Spirit wants me to show you one more thing. They want to show you your reflection, is what they're saying. And so I'm going to leave you with that. Leo, thanks for being here. Thanks for everything you're doing, for being willing to incarnate here in this place with your energy set point. To wield the power of this energy is, Spirit says, it's not nothing. And it's time now. So thank you for being here. I'm looking forward to connecting with you in all the ways that are meant to go forward. Have a wonderful month of March. Be with yourself in this way. Stand in the full light of the energy. And make sure to take care of yourself. All right. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you being here. All right. So I'm going to come over to the chat room. See if anybody has any questions. This was very impromptu. Christy, hi. You have Leo in your moon. Yeah, absolutely. It's funny, Krista. Well, hang on. Let me read your whole message. You wanted to ask about Virgo. Oh, yes. I saw you there. There's some funky stuff that Spirit says like this because I'm an Aries rising. And the Spirit's talking about, these things that I just said. What's been happening to me is that there's so much energy streaming into me that my life with electronics has been very difficult. So I tried to do 2 live streams today and nobody could see me. And I think there's something going on with my energy, with the things that are streaming into me. So that's a perfect example. Maybe I'll leave this up there for people to see. Usually I snip this off. So, all right, back to your questions. Okay, so your moon. The moon is about your thoughts. You know, it's funny. They must have known you were going to show up here because I just watched a video about this last night. So your moon is the realm of what you're thinking. And your thinking is just sort of an endless stream of conversation and chatter from within yourself. Sometimes you are getting downloads, but it's not the same as inspiration. Inspiration does come out of your thoughts. So basically, you know, yes, if you have Virgo as your rising sign and Leo is your moon, yeah, Spirit's saying definitely pick up those messages. Virgo rising, you know, your rising sign is how you connect with the world. It's the place that you present to the world, that part of you. That's how people know you in some sense. And you have a very highly activated thought process, don't you? So as you go forward, allow yourself to ponder those things and seek that balance the Spirit was talking about. So let's see, what time is it, gang? I don't want this to go too long. It's a little after 3. Are there any other questions? Anything else that I can help you with while we're here together for a few minutes? If not, I'm going to head out for the day. Christy, thank you for being here. It's nice to have the opportunity to chat with you, my spirit guides are saying. Okay, gang. I think that's a wrap. Thank you so much. Appreciate your presence. I appreciate your energy and everything you're doing. So make sure you look at all the fire sign readings so you understand the nature of the energy and how you are working together toward this awakening with the other astrological signs in your set point. And I'll be eager to see what's transpiring as we come through March. We're talking about the new moon, so pay special attention at the new moon. There's been some discussion about that coming out as well. All right, so thanks everyone. I love being here with you, and I'm sending you all my appreciation. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your awakening.